realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
Being chased out left. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. Donovan McNabb with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Redskins have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter.
Here we go.
They'll try and throw for it. And this is caught. And it's a 3-point game. So that effort gives them a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, and that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
Now this offense ready to take over again. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll make it second down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
Hurry up, here we go.
Back to throw. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. He's back to throw. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it a second down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear
And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now Justin Tucker's out to try the field goal. This to potentially send us to overtime. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. It's caught outright by Graham. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Here's McNabb. Man open left side is Brown. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. Green alone out to the right.
Come on, there.
Out of the gun, McNabb. Goes underneath for Bell. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Let's go. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round.
A give to Bell. Now Bell hit. He lost the football. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Now this offense ready to head back out there. Their defense did its job. Got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things?
And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on second down. They isolate Jeffrey to the left side. Well, what can McCarron do now with his drive in OT? Left side and caught by Flainer. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
A carry for Flainer, the tight end. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. So we've got a 2nd and 5. They'll run again. This time it's Abdullah. And he'll go down at the 28. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Again, it's Abdullah. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. Olivier Vernon brings him down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
They come out here in the eye. On the run, Abdullah. And he'll fight his... The Redskins looking for another timeout, and they get it. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. A handoff to Abdullah. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
So now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. So that will be their 3rd and final in this overtime session. And as they talk it over, we take a break. We'll be right back. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. And the D looking like they may blitz. And they take a knee. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. And now off off to the races down the right side. He's at the 30. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Well, as if overtime wasn't a twist enough to this plot, a blocked field goal return for a touchdown to put a capper on this crazy game.
Crazy indeed. And we had 4 quarters of really good football. But how about the bonus we got that turned into this? And all I keep thinking about is a team that was kicking the field goal. There was a breakdown somewhere that allowed the block to happen.
And then the scoop and to take it the rest of the way in the other direction. What an ending.
That's dramatic indeed, folks. And let's head to the airport, partner.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Redskins as we say so long from FedEx Field.
Can I get a witness in the darkness? 'Cause there ain't no love at all to be found. Feeling like a freight train, trying to break chains. Everybody needs somebody, no doubt. Sugar, just step into your sneakers and step behind the speakers. Your heart will keep me beating and make me a believer. Don't you want me? Don't you want me? I need some mercy on my soul right now. Give me what you got, oh, oh, oh. Give me what you got, oh, oh, oh. I said, roll up, yeah, come get your love. I don't care when we're dancing tonight, just as long as you're there in the break of the light. I said, roll up, yeah, come get your love. I don't care if I'm losing my way. I've been waiting for you as the night fades away. So roll up, roll up, roll up, roll up. Can I get an amen when the night ends? There's no winner when you're walking alone. Sliding down the